This is the face you make when you realize you've screwed up. But let's back up. I built a teenie house bed. You can see the full build video on my channel, but as a part of its design, I used 4 large hidden tenons to secure the cross beams to the bed's legs. Yeah, I messed those up. In theory, my plan to use a circular saw to clear the excess lumber could have worked if only I had left a little bit of room between the saw cut and where I actually wanted my final line to end up. Then, used a more precise handsaw to clear the rest. But that was not how I planned it. Plus, I think that's just kind of adding an extra step, since the handsaw would likely work better with more of an offcut available anyway. Instead, I used only the circular saw, and a chisel to clean up the actual tenon, leaving me with a very squirrely surface that would not sit flush against the adjacent mortise faces. My plan for the mortises was actually a good one. The execution is where we'll find mistake number 2. I mirrored the dimensions of each individual tenon to the bed legs, then, using a drill press, cleared a good bit of the excess lumber. I avoided cutting too close to my final cut lines, which I tuned up with a chisel and hammer. This strategy worked really well, except I made them too loose, thinking that a combination of additional hardware and the heft of the bed would be enough for a rigid piece of furniture that could also be easily disassembled per the request of the design specs. I was wrong. To fix the first mistake, I whipped out the handsaw I should have just used in the first place and more deliberately cut the backing of the tenons to be more square. Then, to address mistake number 2, I cut 4 pieces of 3/4 inch pine for each tenon. And glued them to each side of the tenon. After that, I remeasured dozens of times, remarked, and recut the tenons to mirror the size and shape of the oversized mortises. Fixing these 2 mistakes gave the legs to crossbeams joint a much more snug fit, making this bed more than ready to handle the wear and tear of toddler terror. Thanks for watching. Got a suggestion? Like, subscribe, and comment below.